going on, folks? So the band Melodius Deite has recently released a brand new song here, and they got a new album coming out in April 26th, I believe. It's called Demonology, the name of the album. And so it's fitting here with this single. It's called Lucifer, the Fallen Star. I mean, if you're going to make an album on demonology, might as well start at the top, you know what I'm saying? So, but at any rate, I'm looking really forward to this. So without further ado, let's check out the new Melodius Deity song called Lucifer, the Fallen Star. Rangers, go. Oh, this is an interesting one here because one thing I will say, and I'm not going to talk too terribly much about the music, because what I'll say about the music, a fantastique. The music gets a fantastique from the music. The song falls a little short, but the music, oh man, it gets a fantastique for me. I just loved the music. I mean, the nuance in the guitar work, the keyboard, the drums, the rhythm, with that, the way they're just shredding, look like the bassist go. I mean, it just nuts. And like I said, I love the throughout the song, all the nuance, all the textures, the guitar and the keyboard. And I mean, it just wondrous, wondrous. I just was gripped by the music. I mean, it just stellar songwriting on the music front. It just remarkable, and the talent involved is nuts. I mean, there's like some nice heavy moments. There was some nice neoclassical bits. There was, and like towards the end, there was almost like a harpsichord, keyboard tone playing. I mean, it just, wow, musically, what a song, It just something else. So that's how I feel about the music. Like I said, there's not too much nitty gritty to get into because I loved it all. I mean, I think it speaks for itself. Like I said, the structure, the movement, all the nuance, all of that was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. My only qualm with the song is the vocal melody, it falls just a little bit short for me. The music is setting the bar so high. And, it feels like the vocal melody is just a little run of the mill. Like I was a little bit bored, during the vocal sections. And I just kind of wanted the music just to take over again because there's just so much personality and character in the music itself that the vocal melody just kind of lacks that in my opinion. It just is very basic, I've heard that before. It just didn't really complement the music the way that it should. And granted, I mean, that's a tall ask, that's a tall order, with the music being the way that it is. But, it just didn't have the same kind of nuance, the same kind of love and care and attention put into it, in my opinion, as the music. It just was relatively bland, relatively basic, the melodies, and it just left me wanting more. I was like, oh man, and that's why I said, you should be excited when the music takes back over, but you shouldn't be just hoping it takes back over. You should be enjoying the song as a whole. And so that's kind of my sticking point is during the vocal sections, I just wasn't feeling it so much. And I just wanted the music to take back over and listen to all that. And I'm not disparaging their vocal quality because, their range, all of that, it's definitely there. It's the melody that I'm pointing at. Although one thing I will say is with the vocals, they sounded a little bit muted. I don't know. It just sounded like they weren't on the same level as the music. And so it just, that also made it a little bit difficult because they weren't in the forefront. When the vocals kick in, they should be, like, in my opinion, one step above the music. They shouldn't be competing. So the vocals, in order for you to hear them clearly, it needs to command the song once the vocals kick in. And so the music should take a little bit more of a back seat level-wise, and so that you can really hear the vocals, but you can still really hear the music, but there's that nice distinction between the two, and they just go together. Whereas here, it almost felt like the vocals were a level below the music. It was flipped. And so I couldn't quite hear it as crisp as I would have liked it, and maybe that would have helped the song if I could have heard the vocals a little bit clearer, a little bit more in the forefront, and not so much kind of in the background. And I like the dual vocals. They both had really good voice. But again, one thing I would say is when they both sang together quite a bit. And when they were, it just it sounded like a lot. It sounded like, it's difficult when you have two vocalists and they're both singing the same section. You need to have that balance between the two so that they really sound clear together and complement each other on top of the music. But here it just almost felt like a clashing. It sounded a little bit chaotic. Because I hear like both these voices, they're kind of singing very similarly. There's not really like a whole lot of harmonization or anything that I could pick up on. So it almost just sounded like you hear these two voices almost like echoing in your head, and it's a little bit muted, and then the music is kind of going nuts. And so it just all ends up getting a little bit jarbled, in my opinion. Jarbled? Is that a word? Or a little bit just... I'm sticking with jarbled. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, but I think y'all know what I mean. Just garbled? Yeah, garbled maybe? Is that the way you say it? I don't know. But at any rate, it just becomes a lot, and you just hear these two voices almost echoing instead of complementing. So again, that might be part of the mix. I don't know, folks. I really don't. But I think I've harped on this enough. Music, fantastic. Vocal melody, left me wanting more. It just was a bit run of the mill, and I would have liked to hear the mix a little bit better with the vocals, just to hear them a little more clear, over the music. So that's where I sit. But at any rate, it's an impressive song. I'm looking forward to the album in April. And that's what I got for you folks. So let me know what you all thought of this song in the comments down below. And I'll catch you all next time. Ranger out.